You know, every single thing you do, from running a marathon to just dreaming at night, all of it requires fuel. But how does something like a sandwich become a thought or a movement? In this explainer, we're going to pop the hood on your body's engine and see exactly how it turns food into the energy of life itself.
I mean, really think about it for a second. You eat a meal, and then a few hours later, you've got the energy to work, to play, to do, well, everything. What's actually happening in that mysterious gap between taking a bite and taking an action? That is the incredible journey we are exploring today.
So, to understand how all this works, we first have to meet the master system in charge. It's this tireless chemical engine that's running the whole show from behind the scenes. And the name of that engine? Metabolism. Now, this isn't just some buzzword about burning calories. No, it's the huge, sweeping term for every single chemical reaction happening in your body right now. We're talking millions of them per second, all working together just to keep you alive.
What's so fascinating is that your metabolism has two distinct teams. First, you've got catabolism. Think of them as the demolition crew. Their job is to smash down the complex molecules from your food to release energy. And then you have anabolism, the construction crew. They take that exact same energy and use it to build and repair your body. It's this constant, really beautiful cycle of breaking down and building right back up.
Okay, so if metabolism is the engine, then what's the fuel? Well, just like any car, our engine is pretty specific about what it needs to run at its best.
The fuel basically comes in two main types. First, you have your macronutrients, your carbs, proteins, and fats. Think of these as the gasoline. They provide the bulk of the raw energy. Then, you've got the micronutrients, all the vitamins and minerals. These are more like the engine oil and the coolant. You don't need a ton of them, but they are absolutely essential to make sure all those chemical reactions are running smoothly.
And of course, we cannot forget the real unsung hero of this whole operation, water. It doesn't give you any energy on its own, but it's the vital liquid where everything happens. It transports nutrients, it helps reactions take place, and it helps control the engine's temperature. It's crucial. All right, so we've got our engine, we've got our fuel. Now let's follow the assembly line and see exactly how, say, a piece of bread becomes a heartbeat. So the body's preferred high-octane fuel source is carbohydrates. When you eat them, your body's demolition crew, that's catabolism at work, remember, gets busy breaking them down into their simplest form, a sugar called glucose. This little molecule is the key that starts the entire energy production line. And this right here, this is the incredible three-stage production line happening inside your cells. It all starts with glycolysis, where that glucose molecule gets split in two. From there, those pieces enter the Krebs cycle, which is kind of like a spinning turbine, wringing out more energy. And finally, everything gets funneled into the electron transport chain. This is the main power plant, the one that churns out the vast majority of the energy you actually use. So, what is all this energy being turned into? It's a truly remarkable molecule called ATP. Honestly, the best way to think of it is as your body's universal energy currency. Your cells can't just spend glucose directly, right? They first have to convert it into ATP. That's the cash they use to power literally everything they do. Now, any engine that's burning fuel creates a byproduct, heat. And your body is no different. So how does this incredibly active engine manage to keep itself from overheating or, on the flip side, from getting way too cold? This is the magic number. Your body works incredibly hard, 24/7, to keep its internal temperature hovering right around 37 degrees Celsius, or 98.6 Fahrenheit. This is the absolute sweet spot, the optimal temperature for all those metabolic reactions to happen efficiently.
And the official name for this incredible balancing act is thermoregulation. It's your body's own built-in climate control system, and it's constantly making tiny little adjustments to maintain that stable internal environment, no matter what it's like outside.
And who's controlling this whole climate system? Well, deep inside your brain, there's a tiny region called the hypothalamus. You can just think of it as your body's master thermostat. It's always sampling your blood temperature and deciding if you need to cool down or warm up. So when the hypothalamus senses you're getting a little too hot, it triggers sweating. As that sweat evaporates, it pulls heat right off your skin. And when you're too cold, it triggers shivering. Those involuntary muscle contractions are designed for one purpose and one purpose only, to generate heat and warm you up. It's a really simple but incredibly effective system. So we've looked at the engine, the fuel, and the climate control. And now we get to the most important part, understanding that this isn't just a machine. It's a very delicate balancing act, and our health really depends on keeping everything in perfect harmony. When it comes down to it, it's all about this. These aren't separate systems that just happen to be in the same body. They're deeply, deeply interconnected. Maintaining that balance between what you eat, how your body uses it, and your temperature, well, it isn't just a good idea. It's absolutely essential for your health and even your survival. Because when that balance is lost, the consequences can be serious. If that internal thermostat fails and your body temperature climbs way too high, that's hyperthermia. You know it as heat stroke. And if it drops dangerously low, it's hypothermia. Both are critical medical emergencies. And the exact same thing is true for our fuel. Consistent imbalances in nutrition, giving the engine the wrong type or just the wrong amount of fuel over and over, can disrupt the entire metabolic system. This can lead to long-term issues like obesity or metabolic disorders such as diabetes. The fuel you choose really matters. And that brings us to the end. From a simple meal to the intricate dance of molecules happening inside every single one of your cells, your body is a true engineering marvel. It really just leaves us with a final thought. Knowing how hard this engine works for you, what's one choice you can make today to give it the high quality fuel it truly deserves?